Happiness with Trust. This is an article about trust by Chako Tangachan. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos and don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you. Let's start. He asked his beloved with half anguish and half hope, "Will your kind heart allow me to place a living over there? Will you marry me?" As expected, her answer blossomed him with utter rejoice, and he is cherished with full merriment. The days went on and on. The kind of happiness they shared betwixt is not merely less than that of any such existed. But alas, no longer has their love ecstasized them. They started criticizing each other, blaming one another, longer to longest, on, and eventually it takes them to the abyss of distress. They ended their relationship by saying a simple phrase, "I made a wrong choice." Well, what does the above incident do with the trust? How can we correlate their ups and downs with trust? They were a happy couple when trust was there. He trusted her and found himself happy when he was with her. She found happiness when he trusted her at the maximum. So the life was jubilant because of the trust which they had each other. But when the trust in love, trust in care, and trust in expectation faded away, which ultimately remained them distrust, and eventually the relationship got perished. Trust is by virtue an emotion, highly sensitive yet strong feeling which one possesses to other by involving directly or indirectly. Trust is there everywhere. It is easy to breach the trust, but to maintain the level of trust which others have on you is not such easier unless you don't possess a true heart. People tend to breach the trust from their childhood itself. The trust in which our parents put on us is breached. The same with our friends and teachers. From here it grows to workplace and ultimately to the society. This is a prime reason for our depression failure. Breach of trust never make you happy or delighted. Lies and deceits are the outcome of it because of trust is truly an emotion. So one always tries to dominate their shadow deal by cover the exact cause with their lies and deceits. All people are leading their life by investing their trust and happiness regardless of its form. But most of us are not realizing the fact that we wouldn't be happy unless the trust which others have on us is not cherished. If you portray an example of political issues, we will get an exact picture of the such statement. By trusting the promises and offers which used to put forth during the election campaign, we people stamp our vote for them and ultimately elect them as our leader. But when we come to know our trust is being breached by them during the course of time, we start to counterfeit against them through different ways. That eventually led them to be depressed and frightened. Here, when we talk about loss, it comes to the both ends. So one must always try to find the happiness by fulfilling the trust which others have on them than only investing the trust in own happiness. If you fail to do so, then you may not be able to lick the real test of happiness nor success. If someone trusts you, it's of a big matter of concern, while not everyone is getting the same opportunity. What on earth we do get by doing falsehood against the one who trusted us except dejection and dismay? Trust, the term itself at the purest form. Don't make it shady. If you do so, the shadiness of trust will reflect you back, perhaps with more vigilant. When you are expecting to be trusted by someone, first show your complete trust on them. Like respect, it is also a kind of give and take policy, don't forget. And don't let others to trust you by choice, but make it with reasons. Be a reason for others' trust. Replenish it whenever required. And ultimately, you will find your happiness with trust. Happiness lies at the core of trust. There can be no true happiness without trusting others and being trusted by others. Thank you for listening. Hope you all enjoyed the article. I'm expecting your feedbacks down to the comment section.